Happy Christmas to everyone this morning. It is great to celebrate together. We're going to be doing some things in a little while, and I'll get you to help me out. I'm going to look at God with us. I'm going to look at the song, "Oh come all ye faithful, come and adore him, come and adore Jesus" this morning. So I'm going to tell you a story. Now, one Christmas Eve, a whole of a family were going off to church. They were going off to find a little bit about their faith and sing some songs. But the dad, he said, "You just go and do your thing, but I'm quite happy staying at home." So he sat down, really pleased that the whole place was quiet. You know, he put on the telly, he got a few snacks, he was sitting comfortably down thinking, great, I've got an hour and a half, rest and peace. Then all of a sudden, he felt the snow outside falling, this heaviness coming down. And he was thinking, it's snowing. How great is this? It's snowing outside. Then all of a sudden, there was a thud and a thump and a thud and a thump. Now, he was thinking, it's a little bit early for Father Christmas. What could it be? So he raced out. He opened his windows. And there, it wasn't just the snow, but there were swallows. There were birds flying outside. And they were caught in the snowstorm. They were whizzing around and round and hitting the window. Thud, thump. All these swallows, they were trapped. They were frightened. They were terrified. What was he going to do? Now, he loved animals. He had lots of animals. He had a big barn outside, and he thought, these poor swallows, they're trapped in my farm here. What can I do? He thought quickly, I know what I'll do. I'll go to my barn. Off he went to his barn. He opened the doors of his barn. He turned the lights on, and he thought, surely the swallows will come into the open, will come into the light, will follow each other and come into my barn. But they didn't. They carried on swirling and whirling. They were terrified. And he thought, do you know what I'll do? I'll beckon them in. So he started to shout and call the swallows in. Come on, this is a safe space. Come into my barn. You'll be protected there. You won't get hurt. Come into my barn. But the swallows, they just did not come in at all. He thought, I know. I've got some seeds, haven't I? As I'm a farmer, he got his seeds and he sprinkled them all down the path. Surely those swallows will follow the path and lead them to safety. But they just did not come. Then it realized they're frightened of me. They're afraid. To them, I'm a giant. And they're just tiny swallows. They're not going to come to a stranger. And he thought, if only I could become one of them, if only I could become a swallow and tell them how and learn from them and let them trust me. I could guide them into safety. And at that moment, the church bells were ringing out across the town. Oh, come, ye faithful. Come and behold him. Come and adore him. And it dawned on him. And he fell on his knees. If only God become man and we could follow him. The message of the Christmas story became so clear. God became man and dwelt amongst us, so that we could adore him and get to know him. Now, If we go back into the fields over here, so if you want to find Woody, you were saying, why are all the sheep around? If you can collect a couple of the sheep for me and bring them into the stable. God became, have a see if baby Jesus is in the crib, in the manger. The crib, as we mentioned yesterday, if you remember. In the manger is baby Jesus. Do you want to get baby Jesus out from the manger? God became man. Baby Jesus. That's right. It's like your baby. So you hold on to baby Jesus and see if you can find some sheep for me, Woody, anywhere around here, and we'll bring them to the manger. God became man, and that's why we celebrate. Jesus became man. Now, back on those hillsides, the angel said, do not be afraid. The shepherds were just ordinary shepherds looking after their sheep. Can you bring the sheep in over here for me? Find the sheep, bring them in, bring my sheep in for me. Can you find a little sheep for me? And under some places, there might be some little angels, if you find the little angels. And imagine the angels coming onto that hillside. And God's presence was there. These ordinary shepherds doing the excellent, put them in there, doing their ordinary things in life. And this whole host of angels, do not be afraid. I bring you good news of joy. Wow, good news of joy. Today your Saviour is born in Bethlehem. That's it. Wonderful. There might be some little angels over there. Do you want to find them, Henry? And they brought good news to these shepherds. And these shepherds were like overwhelmed. Oh my goodness. Their whole life has been overturned. And they were compelled to go to see this Jesus in the manger, to adore him. Come, let us adore him. Come into the manger, adore Jesus. Pop it in there. Adore Jesus. This ordinary life of the shepherds was transformed in those words. Come and adore. Adore to us means to worship, to want to be with, to listen to praise, to worship. The shepherds came. The man in the story came to adore on his knees. Come and adore. He heard the words in the song, and his whole life was transformed. He knew the good news of Jesus, the Saviour of the world. And we see a little stable place here, don't we? Put Jesus right in the centre. That's right. Jesus, the Son of God. God became man, living with us today. So at this Christmas time, I wonder what our ordinary lives will be like. Will they be transformed like the man, transformed like the angels, with the words, oh come, let us adore him. Now we might have a strong faith, we might not have any faith today. But like that man and those angels and the shepherds, wherever they were, they grew closer to the Jesus, and it transformed their lives. So I wonder, when we sing that song a little bit later, that we might feel the presence of God, know the good news of Jesus, and be transformed with the joy of knowing him. Thank you.